Hello and welcome. My name is Darren, and today, today I am attempting to keep myself composed, and I'm attempting to keep a straight face. So, oh, fuck me. I don't want to do this. I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. C5 made me do. C5 made me do this. Oh shit. To anybody in my channel, I apologise. I want to make things crystal clear. This is not a AMD hate video. I like this GPU, and at the end of this video I will show you how to actually use this GPU. So, let me just give myself a drink. Oh, fuck. So, we're going to go through the settings quickly. So we are at, we have VSync turned off. We are at full screen resolution. Now we are at ultra wide, the new pretend 4K ultra wide setting. It's not actually 4K. I've given up bashing my fucking head against a brick wall, but this is actually 4K ultra wide. 2160 has to actually be included in the number when we're talking 4K. There's no kind of way around that. If we want to pretend this is 4K, that's fine. Let's do that. And if we're going to go into the graphics tab. Now we are using AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2.1 at the Ultra Performance, and we have the ray tracing turned on, and we have the path tracing turned on. Now we have all of this stuff turned off because we wouldn't want this to interfere with the density of our pixels, and we have all of this turned to high and ultra. So we will check out the game, and as you can see, we have this character walking past in a very low resolution very low resolution looking image. I actually think we're at, hold on, are we at that bad? Is it that bad that HDR doesn't actually work? In fact, I think if I actually try to, I don't think it matters, because I'm pretty sure I tried recording through this software last night in HDR and it doesn't record in HDR. So this video will look dull as fuck, unfortunately. But the I've got a feeling that this recording built-in software doesn't actually determines. Yeah, okay. it looks like HDR in the menu. In the game, I think it's so graphically bad, it no longer looks like HDR. I'm what I'm going to do is, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset this game and make sure that something isn't going wrong. Because I don't feel confident that it can actually be that fucking bad. I'm going to relaunch, so I assume that your screen has probably disappeared to nothingness right now. I'm not sure. I don't know if it will launch back to desktop. I'm not going to make another recording to find out either. So unfortunately, you'll just have to listen to me talking, or I'm not sure what you'll have in the way of a screen. But I am lost. So we have anti-lag enabled. Now at this moment in time, I am not recording with AMD's fluid motion frames, and there is a reason for that. One is the fact that you will not see the the FPS that fluid motion frames will give me. So basically, if I'm using it, just imagine in your head that the frame rate that you see is doubled, and effectively that is exactly what fluid motion frames actually does. It pretends that it's doubled your frame rate. It's incredible. It actually makes you think that it's doubled your frame rate, whilst what it's actually done is added that much latency that when you actually make an input, forget wireless or Bluetooth, you're basically sending that input in fucking Morse code. It's literally a case of beep, 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 dot, 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 dot. Oh, there it goes. So we won't worry about fluid motion frames at the moment. And to be fair, we're not even in a fucking fluid motion frames window. So I'm going to guess the latency is going to be horrendous unless we make no input. But I mean, there is only one way that I can actually make this look good, and this is it. No, that's actually a bit too much detailed. Here. This looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's actually that bad that I've got holograms. Not even double holograms. I've got I've got triple holograms on my on-screen icons. I've never seen that before. That is fucking incredible. Wow. So here we go. We are running with path tracing on the AMD 7900 XTX. If you've never seen a scene move like that, you have missed out. Oh shit, come on mate, I don't even know what that is. Is that a car? It looked like a fucking blob. I don't know if it has path tracing. I don't even know if it has reflections. If it has reflections, it's going to be rendering them in a fucking 1 centimeter squared dot. However, the menu looks very good.
Security or style? Thanks to
I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't even really want to say anything. I'll just let this is it. Okay. This is path tracing. You can imagine if it makes you feel better, you can just pretend that my FPS is at 110. Because when I actually put AMD fluid motion frames on, it will actually give me a bit of a performance hit to activate. So we'll just pretend that we're at 110 FPS, and that will actually be exactly the same as if I put on AMD's fluid motion frames. Or in fact, it won't be the same because at this moment I have less latency. So, and to be fair, let's be honest, this game's playable at 60 FPS. So, now what we can do is we can drop the bullshit and actually play this game how this GPU is intended to be used, because this GPU is actually very good on Cyberpunk. Unfortunately, unless we've trying some strange cock-swinging exercise, we need to realise that when we bought this GPU, we didn't buy it to play path tracing. So, let's go into the settings, and let's go into the graphics, and let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this shit, and let's have a look now. And it still looks fucking terrible. I actually think that you have to make so many settings that they do not actually work when you try and change it. Settings. Resolution scaling off. So hold on. Let's go to... Oh shit, what did I do? Yeah, okay. Graphics. Resolution scaling off. Let's put this to quality. Oh, holy shit. We've got a game. We've got a game on our hands. It looks like a game, and we've got 98 FPS. This is incredible. Now, I'm not going to say it still looks great. There is still some flicker. However, the difference is absolutely night and day. We've gone from, I can only assume, a resolution that started at 480p and stayed at 480p to a resolution that is now scaling somewhere towards 1440p. So, let's actually try and, because we've got quite a bit of performance there, let's actually try and take that completely off. I don't know why it does that. I don't want that. No, I want you to go. Why did it look shit before? This should now look even better. I don't know how well VSR works in this game, but this character is now a character. They look like a character. They have details like a character. They have become a character. This is fucking incredible. In HDR, the lighting is now HDR. Everything in this game just transformed in a way that you could not believe. We're at 55 FPS, so we're at the exact same performance that we were trying to run RT and path tracing, and the game looks 100% better. 100%. Let's quickly go back to where we were a minute ago, just so that we can bathe in the glory of where we are now and where we have come from, because we have just come a very long way. Remember this image. This is nice. This is clean. It's not 4K. It's 1440p. But it is very good. Let's go back in time to when we were at. I'm not even going to bother putting the path tracing on, or the ray tracing. That doesn't matter. We're just going to go back to... Stop fucking doing that. This. Oh god. Oh my fucking god. It's so bad. It's so bad. And in fact, I'm going to go one further. At this badness, I can only assume it actually gets even worse when you add ray tracing, because that doesn't look as bad as what it did before. This fucking menu. No, pressing the wrong button, aren't I? No, I don't want to. I don't want to save screenshots. Fucking good God, no! Please no. Oh God, how many screenshots did I save? Apply. Yeah, that just adds to it. Wow. That transforms it to a level like I don't know, a Commodore 64. Like, this person is no longer a person, they are a blob. Hey blob, can you stand still long enough that you might render in some sort of resolution?
I need a nap.
Oh shit,
Just
you're a woman.
short one.
Holy shit. Fuck me, 2024. There it is. Man, woman. It's so fucking bad. Oh my god. This isn't returning. This isn't upscaling. It's maybe my GPU's broken and my upscaling isn't working. I can't believe I'm pulling 400 watts to do this to myself. So let's go back to a proper image. Settings. It doesn't seem to want to do this all in one. I don't know why. Let's just turn that off first so it doesn't skits out. And then go back. Yeah, see now, path tracing and ray tracing make things even worse. I can only assume this GPU doesn't have the hardware, so it's obviously, I'm guessing it's not receiving and passing on information like it would do if it was going through hardware. So let's go back to off. Off you go. Incredible. Incredible. That's how you play Cyberpunk on a 7900 XTX. Now, if you want to put fluid motion frames on, saying that we're not quite there, are we? So I'm not going to. It makes no sense to me. It's not going to make anything look better. It will only degrade. There was no way that if I put it on when RT and path tracing was on, because it gave a bump in FPS, it would suddenly make things better. It begins to render a bad frame in between good frames. Adding that bad frame in between good frames doesn't suddenly make an image look better. It can only degrade it. It would only get worse. All it's going to do is make it look like you're playing path tracing and you're getting 110 FPS. You're not getting 110 FPS. You're getting nowhere fucking near it. So, let's go back to... fuck's sakes. I keep taking pictures. I don't want to take pictures. Let's go back to resolution scaling on, and we will go to quality. Let's apply that. And it's not terrible at this resolution. It's not... FSR isn't great in this game. Quality is... I wouldn't want to go anywhere below quality, and on DLSS at this resolution I still wouldn't want to go below quality. So this isn't a fucking DLSS versus FSR war. I wouldn't go below quality at 1440p on either. Now at 4K I'd go to balanced with DLSS. You can, if you go to performance, you will begin to notice a degradation. It's not bad, but you will begin to notice a degradation. I can see a degradation at quality with this. I don't think VSR is doing fuck all for this. So what I'm actually going to do is see if... I don't know if I'm going to have to change this at my actual input resolution, or if just in-game is going to make a difference. Let's try this. That made a big improvement. Let me just check. I want to match my desktop resolution. Keep changes, yes. Go. Okay. Now this is actually 4K. And as you can see by the aliasing in those trees, it's actually the best that you are going to see in this game using FSR. I believe it's still at FSR quality, right? Let me see. FSR quality settings, graphics, FSR at quality. We are now at widescreen 4K using HDR. HDR in this game is very good. HDR on top of ray tracing looks very good, but HDR does make up somewhat for not having ray tracing. It just adds that super... You're not going to see this, because unfortunately the recording software in the AMD thing, from what it appears, does not record HDR, and it actually makes a HDR recording look worse than a standard definition recording. So you're just going to have to... Yeah, fuck off, dickhead. But this is clean. This isn't bad for VSR. I've tried VSR 4K, and in a few games I've tried it, it is still a little bit blurry. It's maybe a little bit, but now if you wanted to do this and then maybe drop a couple of little settings and then use fluid motion frames, if that's what floats your boat, go for it. Look at those trees. They're almost pristine. Almost pristine. I'm not sure what happened with those back there. Like those. What's going on there? Why aren't they rendering in? Is this game normally like that? I've not seen that in Cyberpunk before. I don't know if that's VSR being strange or what. I haven't played this game using DSR in these resolutions. But this is probably how I'd play this game. As I said, unfortunately for you, you won't get the HDR that I'm getting. The HDR that I'm getting is very good. Like, all of the glow from this is awesome. It's something that I've learnt quite recently, just moving to an actual OLED monitor, that HDR in this game on top of path tracing looks incredible. But this is not the GPU to do it with. I'm not saying you can't do it if that's what you want to do. I'm not here to tell anybody how they should play their video games. But I have given you the information of how I play this game at this just under 60 FPS. It plays alright. It's not a bad game for this. You could probably knock down a few settings to get to 60. Let's have a look. I think even something like crowd density might knock down a bit, and I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference. Graphics menu, so crowd density, let's put them down there. Screen space reflections quality, let's turn that down to ultra from psycho. Let's try those two settings, see where that goes. Oh shit, that didn't do anything. Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure you could mess around with a few settings, or... In fact, is it giving us worse? Goddamn game. Let's have a look. What did I just do? High. No, not that. That was on high. And screen space reflections was on psycho. I don't know how those stack. Does this tell me here? Determines the quality of reflections in game. Higher corresponds to improved image detail and smoothness. See, I don't know if those stack with how RT is implemented. Yeah, we got more FPS with it on. No, we didn't. We were just coming out of the menu, so it put us at 58, and now we're back at 40.
You again?
I don't know. I mean, this is a horrendous resolution at standard 4K, not ultra-wide 4K. You would be 65, 70 FPS, I think, with these settings, and this game would look good. So not using VSR or any of that shit. If you had a 4K 27-inch or 32-inch monitor, these settings would take you to 65, I reckon, FPS, and the game would look awesome, because at actual 4K, not VSR downsampling 4K. But this looks fine, and I can play it at this FPS. So I'm going to end the video there. There's no point dragging this. I've been going for 30 minutes, but I had a lot of settings to go through. So yeah, there we go. Cyberpunk on the 7900 XTX on the OLED ultra wide. This is how I would play it. I would suggest to anyone to forget RT or just mess around with settings. But at this resolution, I think that this looks better without RT with VSR at 4K. Or you could go to 1440p, because there is some ghosting there. Why is that ghosting? Like, his little triangle is ghosting really badly. So look, we can come out of here. I don't know what level of RT we can get. This video wasn't supposed to be this long. we go to display and actually take this down, forget all of the upscaling, forget VSR, apply it at native. I'm going to apply it at native at my Windows desktop as well, so it matches, because sometimes it does make a difference. So we will go to native at my desktop as well, which is not happy about me doing it mid-game, but that's fine. And then we will bring the game back up. So we are now at native, we're not doing VSR. We'll go back into the game, we'll have a look. I'm not sure how good VSR works. Yeah, it does. It was definitely a cleaner image. I think we're in the window now that we can add, if we wanted to, we can add some RT. We ain't doing path tracing because I don't want to go lower than quality. Like, don't do it. So ray tracing on, path tracing off. Now, screen spot, yeah, I see. This is where I reckon that we need to drop that down a bit and see what that does. It's too demanding. Because this doesn't look as good as when I was using virtual VSR at 4K. So, don't do it. Is my motto. If you want to, knock yourself out. I'm not gonna use this GPU. If I had to use this GPU, if my 4080 set fucking fire tomorrow, and I had no choice but to play this game on the... Why is it ghosting so bad? I had no choice but to play this game on my 7900 XTX. I would just play at probably the VSR set at 4K, not pretend 4K, actual 4K, and just play at 50 FPS, or drop some of the settings from ultra to high and get it around 60 FPS. If you want to throw fluid motion frames on and do all your inputs in Morse code, knock yourself out. I'm not overly keen on that, so I'm going to end it there. I hope I didn't piss too many people off. It's not a video I particularly wanted to fucking make, but there we go. Shit happens. Life goes on. This doesn't look very good with ray tracing on. It doesn't. I don't know who would tell you it does. There's something not right when ray tracing goes on this. Let's turn it back off again. I just think it looks actually better without ray tracing. Yes, confirm those. Yeah, it looks better without ray tracing. Ray tracing does not work on this game with this GPU. Why is that stayed at 45 FPS? Did it not turn off? This fucking game. What is it left on? Right, we had that at Psycho. We've got all ray tracing off. And we should be at. Why was my... Yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't make the changes. This looks better. Details are crisper. There we go. I'm leaving it there. That's 35 minutes long. It's going to take me the rest of the day. I'm not even going to render this. It's going to take too long, so I'll just throw it straight to YouTube. I don't want to piss anyone off. If I pissed you off, well, there's nothing I can say about that, unfortunately. If you want to take it the wrong way, take it the wrong way. Nothing I can do about that. This is me looking at the settings that I was advised to check out. And I don't think it looks very good. What comes across to you in the recording, who knows? see what you think. And I will catch you in the next one.